Hello, Arin. Okay, so hello. Long time no see. Long time no see, Miss Rebecca.
I know, right?
About like 5 years. Didn't meet you yet.
More or less.
Okay.
The coffee's not really working, by the way. I need more. I don't know.
I can't drink coffee. My stomach,
Really?
yeah, my stomach gonna be really hard. I think because of the gastric. I have a gastric.
Oh yeah, I have a tendency as well, but I can't live without coffee, so I drink it anyway. So I still get stomach aches, but I need the coffee, otherwise I can't function.
Yeah.
My
I have a
brain.
very weak stomach with
Yeah.
coffee. Yeah. I can go directly to the bathroom after coffee.
Oh, okay. Wow. All right.
Yeah. So yeah. life. I love chocolate, hot chocolate. I love hot chocolate.
I got these infusion boxes the other day. They're so yummy. I'll show them to. No, what? So this one is pear and cinnamon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and this one is pumpkin, coconut, and cardamom.
What is that? It's something, some snack or tea or coffee?
No. It's infusion. It's you know,
I see.
Like tea, but without the caffeine.
Yeah.
Without caffeine.
Nice. It's a good thing.
They're so yummy, actually. And it's so cute because the tea bags have these, you can't see it probably. These, things, right?
Yeah.
So they are some sort of nice messages of some sort. They're in Italian, but for example, this one says, rock me. And then there are other ones. I'm keeping them because they're so cute. One says, how can I translate this? No, I don't know how to translate this. It's too specific. Like give me emotions or something like that. It's hard to translate. This one is call me or something like that, and this one is protect me. I don't know, just random things that I don't know.
It's a secret message. It's a secret message, right?
Yeah, something like that. And it's so cute. Like some say, oh yeah, I don't know, like sweeten up your life. I don't know, stuff like that anyway. And they're they're very cute.
Yeah, in Indonesia we have lots of things like that, but in a candy, and
okay.
I think in a water bottle or something like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
A very a very good message. The messages is really nice. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Some romantic sometimes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have some chocolates with romantic messages. They're called bacio, which means kiss. Bacio means kiss in Italian, and that's the name of the chocolates. And then you have these sort of, I don't know, phrases from famous writers and stuff like that, and you have that translated in 4 languages. And it's usually very corny things like, oh yeah, like love is, I don't know, a poetic rose pet, I don't know, just random stuff that is very, very corny. But you know, I mean, just something that you usually give to people, I guess. Just some chocolate you gift to people. A bit too corny for me, but still nice, I guess.
So we have already 6 people here.
6? Wait, 1,
6.
Oh yeah, because Miss Mauer and Intan are together.
I did not account us. So 6. I think we have to waiting another participants joining us. Okay.
All right.
So myself. Who is your real name? Thank you.
Potter. Is that Harry? Is that Mr. Harry?
It's Harry Potter, Mr. Harry Potter.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Miss Helma just gave me a snack, a very good snack.
Nice. Ooh. Nice.
Okay, so guys, anyone wants to talk with Miss Becky during our waiting time?
I should prepare something to do for our waiting time. from next time on, because I guess people are always too shy to say something, or I don't know. So maybe I'll prepare something to,
Yeah.
to do
Or just
while we're
like a
waiting.
small talk or something, right?
Yeah.
Just small talk.
By the way, did you know that we have future reporters here? Oh my gosh, there were, like, I just listened right now to the podcasts they prepared. I only have 3 for now on the Padlet platform. Yeah. But they were so good. Oh my gosh, they're amazing. Seriously, guys.
I sent you already also some homework from the students through
No,
Google Drive.
I didn't receive it.
With the same, actually, I forget probably, but with the
Okay.
same folder, with the same folder.
Oh, okay. Okay. No,
Yeah.
I didn't receive it.
Sorry.
No problem. I'll just check again later, or I don't know. But
Okay.
seriously, you guys, you were so good. Oh my gosh. So Miss Istimewa also said that she felt a bit awkward to speak on her own to the recorder. I have the same problem, actually. I feel super awkward when I talk with myself. I think it's normal. But when you try to do that a few times, it actually helps. I noticed that it helps in other situations as well, because it's so awkward when you speak to yourself. It actually makes other things easier, I think, because like you're getting out of your comfort zone when it comes to talking to yourself to a recording device. That when you actually have to speak in English like with someone else, it's much easier because it's less awkward than speaking on your own, I guess. But anyway, even if you guys might have felt awkward doing that, you were so excellent. I swear, like I was like, oh my gosh, they're so good when I was listening to it. Seriously, it's great work. I'm so happy.
Nice. If you are happy, we are happy too, Miss Becky.
No, seriously, so creative, guys. You've been amazing.
Okay. I forget his name. What is his name? Daud. Okay. Mr. Iqbal. Miss Becky, Mr. Iqbal actually very silent, but inside his heart, he really wants to say something to you, actually. I know, right? I know, right? He's just hiding it. See, look
Yeah,
at his
actually.
smile. He's just hiding it.
Hi, Mrs. Vicky.
Hey.
How was your day?
All right. Normal. But I slept so badly last night because I'm sleeping in my brother's room because we're doing some changes in the house. And he snored the whole time. And oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Do you know the word snore?
Snore.
You know what snore
Sorry?
is like? This is snore. This is to snore. You know, when someone is sleeping and they do this sound, that's called the verb is to snore. So when someone is snoring, it means that they're sleeping and doing this sound.
Oh, I see. I
Kind of
do
like that,
too.
you know. And my brother does that the whole time. And last night it was particularly bad. So I kept waking up and telling him, stop snoring, you know. Yeah. How about you? How's your day?
Nothing special. Like usual.
Okay.
Nothing
Okay.
special because the special one is here, in here. Yeah, her name is Rebecca, the special one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. See, it's obvious, right? It's obvious.
How about it is still cold there?
It's what? Sorry.
It's
Can you repeat?
still cold there?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, we're still in winter. Though I must say that yesterday it was a particularly sunny day. So it was actually, the temperature was quite okay. Maybe we're moving towards spring. Not really, but it's getting a little bit warmer than a couple of months ago.
Mm.
I see. Okay.
But yeah, it's still cold.
Okay. Enough. Okay, so I think we have to start, Miss Becky. I think
right.
people just gonna be late. Okay, and
Mhm.
it's already 16 past 7.
Of course.
So I think we have to start now.
Alrighty. Okay, just 1 second. Okay, so today we're gonna start by focusing on some feedback because there are a few things I would like to know from you in order to make the lessons as best as they can be for your needs. Also because I received a few suggestions in the files Ms. Putri sent me, and I would like to get a sort of feedback from everyone. And after we've done that, we could start with the next topic, depending on how much time it takes us to do everything. So I have, like the next topic prepared, so that in case we finish the feedback session early enough, we can start with that. Okay, so just give me a second, even though it's, there we go. Okay, so even though we're just gonna start with feedback time, I still prepared some slides. Okay. All right. So also I will have one small learning tip at the end of this. We'll get to that. Okay. So first of all, I would like to ask you about the vocabulary and Quizlet. Because, for example, Miss Estimewa, I think she's here, right?
She's here. Yeah, she's here.
Right. So she told me that she would like to learn some words, some vocabulary that we usually don't encounter in standard lessons, for example. So like, for example, regarding countries, she said she would like to hear, to learn about countries that nobody knows about. So like the names of the countries nobody knows about, the more difficult ones, and like expression, like English expressions that we normally might not know from standard lessons. So that's a very nice input. But at the same time, we also have, I mean, of course, these lessons are supposed to be based absolutely on your needs. So it's so important to hear your feedback. But at the same time, we do have somewhat of a curriculum so that you do have the, let's say, means to communicate about certain topics that might be useful, right? So we should find probably some kind of compromise about different aspects. that also includes the fact that in order to be able to speak about certain topics, I guess there are a few words, basic words, that might be more commonly useful. And of course, we also don't have all the time in the world. And I don't want to give you too many words to learn every time. Because if I'm already giving you quite a few. And if there are too many, then it can be overwhelming. Another thing is that some people, because we're all different people with different backgrounds and different backgrounds in English as well, regarding our relationship with English as well. Because of that, we all might have different needs as well regarding the vocabulary. Like, for example, I might know a word or a set of words, and another person might not know those, but they might still be like words that are very useful to talk about a certain topic. So, but I still really like, for example, this input that Miss Istimewa gave me, because it's always a good thing to be curious about learning new things, and about I don't know, learning about the world around us and all these curious facts is a very good thing that I really appreciate. So I would like to hear your feedback regarding the vocabulary I've given you so far on Quizlet, and how you think, like, what do you think is the best way to kind of learn about the basic vocabulary that we need for a certain topic, but also stimulate your need for a challenge, let's say, your need to learn things that you don't know yet. So I would like to hear from you. I do have some suggestions. I have thought a little bit about it, but I would like to hear some feedback from you first as well. So I guess the main question is, what's your feedback regarding the vocabulary in Quizlet and the level of difficulty as well, I guess. And also what Miss Istimewa said, whether you agree or you don't.
Okay, so all of you get the point. So this session, it's only about giving a feedback. Okay, your feedback, it's very meaningful for us. That's why if you want to get a better lesson for the next feature, so we want you to give us feedback, so we can, or Miss Becky can probably fix it what the best one for you. Okay, is it right, Miss Becky?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so probably we can start from Miss Arin.
Yeah, miss. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
So any
Mm,
difficulties about the vocabulary or the Quizlet?
Or if
Just,
it's too easy as well.
okay.
yeah.
I think for a while about vocabulary and Quizlet is not difficult. Maybe for me actually I have to improve my English skill. I have to recognize any words because to be honest, I rarely to forget what is an example. What is each word in bahasa to English, right? So I think it's enough. Thank you, Miss Becky and Miss Putri.
So what you're saying is that, is the level okay? of the vocabulary, or is it too easy or too difficult? Or I think you said it's not too difficult, but is it too easy?
I think for a while, it's the middle. It's not difficult.
Okay.
It's not easy for me.
So it's okay. So for you, it's kind of okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Mm.
And also another thing that I was told is that, we can do that afterwards. First, let's let's go through with this question, and then I will write it down so that I won't forget to ask you.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Okay. So thank you so much, Miss Arin.
Yeah. Anytime, Miss.
1 second. I'll just write it down.
It's okay. Take it easy.
Okay. Then I don't know. I'm just gonna go ahead and ask each one of you in order, by the who I see here, basically. So, Mr. Potter, do you have any feedback on that?
My feedback for Quizlet, especially Quizlet is good. I can learn more new vocabulary that I don't know before. But I think the level of the vocabulary I think the vocabulary in Quizlet must including verb.
Okay. So more verbs. And
more
what about the and what about the level? Is it too easy, too difficult? Okay. You can speak freely. Seriously, you can tell me anything.
intermediate.
Okay, so it's kind of okay.
Okay, it's okay.
All right. Okay.
Sorry, Miss Becky. Would you please to share me again the link for Quizlet, because I think Mr. Iqbal, Mr. Hizkia, and some other students didn't get any link yet, because it's only the first time, right? About the link.
No, I actually included it in the last communication as well. I think so. But I'm gonna check again. Just 1 second.
And once more, Miss Becky, the description. The description of the vocabulary in English is also good. I like it.
All right.
Yeah.
No, actually, I think Mr. Iqbal already joined.
Oh, already joined?
Yeah, and then but I think he's the only new one who joined, or Miss Arum as well. Arum, I don't know, but I think they got it because I can see them here.
Okay.
Anyway, but I will send it to you again for sure. So Mr. Harry, you said you like having the description, right, in English?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's actually another thing that we might address. Like maybe we just finish this question and then I will ask you something more specific about this, because that's actually another point that I wanted to address. Thank you so much for the feedback. Okay, so description. Okay, all right. Do you have something else to add, Mr. Harry, or shall we proceed with the next person?
Next person, I think.
Okay. Then we have Mr. Daud, right? Is that correct?
Mr. who?
Mr. Daud, right?
Oh, Mr. Hizkia Daud.
Hizkia, but I think he said to be called Daud or something.
Yeah.
Maybe in English you could call me David.
David, okay. Okay,
Yeah,
Mr. David. All right, okay. So, I mean, I know you've just joined, so perhaps you haven't seen everything yet, so that's totally fine. But if you have, perhaps you have some feedback on what you've seen so far, or just some general idea.
For me, the important thing is just the pronunciation.
Mhm.
Actually, the important thing is the native accent.
Excellent.
Okay.
I think sorry, Miss Miss Becky, Mr. David, it's actually just joining us this week. Okay, so
Oh,
yeah, so probably he didn't get more lessons
Yeah.
oh
from
yeah, yeah, of
you
course.
before. So if you ask about vocabulary and the Quizlet,
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
didn't.
Yeah, that's what I meant at the beginning, that he probably hasn't seen that.
Hmm.
By the way, regarding the pronunciation and stuff, actually on Quizlet, you can hear the pronunciation of the single words as well, and there are some exercises in which you can kind of practice hearing the words and typing them as well. Like,
Yes.
you can click on the word, you can hear it, and then see if you get what they said. There is one I think there is just one pronunciation, one accent, one standard accent, but I can also I think I sent it to a few people, but I can just send a general link as well, of an online dictionary in which you can actually hear the pronunciation of the words you look up, and you can hear that in different accents as well. I usually I usually use word reference, but there are probably other ones, but that's the one I usually use. And there you can normally choose the accent you want to hear. You can pick British, American, Irish, South African, Jamaican, I don't know, can't remember, like some regional accents, Scottish, I don't know, there are different ones, and you can hear the pronunciation of the single word in different accents. So that perhaps could be useful in general when you want to practice how to
Okay.
single
Thank you so
words,
much.
and then
Yeah.
of course during the lessons we will
Okay.
tackle
Yes.
that as well.
Oh,
All right.
thank you so much.
Thank you for the
See you.
feedback.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, then we have Mr. Iqbal. I know you also kind of just joined, so I know that you might have not seen everything, but if you want to, if you have something to say regarding this topic or something else, you're welcome to.
Hear me?
Did you say something? Sorry?
You hear me?
No?
I can hear you. Sort of. There is some prayers in the background, I think.
Yeah, probably we can skip him first after it's finished, or
Okay, wait a second, please.
okay, next person first. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we
Okay,
still
then we
have
have 3 people, I guess.
3 people.
So Miss Istimewa, I know I already used you as an example because you're the one who told me this stuff first, but do you want to say something else? I don't know, give us some feedback.
Actually, I already say everything on the homework, but I'd like to say again that I really like if you can put animation picture more, because I really like something like animation.
Mm-hmm. What do
Actually,
you mean by that? Actually, though, like in the pictures using cartoons and stuff like that. Is that what you mean? Or?
yes, and the cartoon can move.
Oh, like GIFs, like GIFs.
Yes, yes, of course.
Okay,
Actually,
okay.
you ever put that one? Actually,
I did. Oh, okay.
yes, I really like that.
Okay. I have to. I'll try to keep that in mind. But I usually add the pictures from the automatic options they give me from the internet. So there is not always the same amount of options. I could put my own, like look for them separately. But I should also, because I mean, I usually try to use pictures that don't have copyright.
Sure.
So I usually, I mean, it's just Quizlet, so it's probably not a problem. But on my slides as well, I usually try to use images that are under Creative Commons rights. License, sorry, Creative Commons license, that's how it's called, because that way they don't, like, they're free to use without breaking copyright laws. So that's actually why. So because of that, sometimes you have a little bit fewer options regarding the images, because obviously the best ones are usually with copyright.
Yes, sure, sure.
But I will try, if I manage to find some gifts, I will
Okay.
try to include more of them as
Thank
well.
you,
So
Miss.
thank you for the feedback. Okay, then we have Miss
Miss
Kartika.
Mawar. Oh, Miss Katika.
Mawar as well. No, I can't see her though. Oh, she's in the next page. Oh, that's why. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. You can just go with Mr. Kartik and then with Miss Mawar.
For me, vocabulary is difficult for me because I didn't have many vocabulary and sometimes I don't understand meaning. So it looks like I have a lot to learn.
You have, sorry, can you repeat?
I have a lot to learn.
You have to learn? Is that what you said? Aha, okay. And are you talking about the vocabulary during the lessons or on Quizlet as well? Because I know you have just joined as well, so I'm not sure whether you have managed to take a look at Quizlet yet. So did you manage to see the Quizlet sets, or are you talking about the vocabulary during the lessons?
Miss Katika, are you talking about vocabulary in the lessons or in the Quizlet?
Again, Miss, because of problem connection for.
Of course. So wait, I'll just give you an example, right? So this one, wait a second, this one is the Quizlet page. So we have different words from the beginning of the lessons with some exercises on that help you remembering the vocabulary, basically. I've made a short tutorial as well that explains how to use it. And I mean, there are different words. I don't know, let's just click on one. So for instance, here we have some languages, right? So have you seen this yet, or are are you talking about the vocabulary we use during the lessons? Did you, like, have you seen this before, or is it the first time?
Miss Kartika, this is your first time seeing this or no? Miss Kartika? I think Miss Kartika has a problem with the internet connection.
Maybe.
But Miss Kartika is actually just joining us.
Sorry, Miss. Yes, eh, this is first class for me. So I'm
Okay, so
sure
you haven't. Okay. So you're talking about the vocabulary during the lessons, right? I think, because you haven't seen this before, right?
Yeah, just this week. Joining
Okay.
just this week.
So, Miss Kartika, if you'd like, if it's okay with you, if you want, what's this thing? Okay. If you'd like, we can, I don't know, we can, you can look at the sets on Quizlet, and then perhaps you can let me know whether you think the vocabulary is too difficult there as well, or too easy, I don't know. Is that okay? Would you like, I will send you the link, and you can look at the words there, and you can tell me whether it's an okay level of difficulty, or whether it's too hard or too easy. I don't know. Is that okay? Okay, I don't know, maybe I guess we can, I don't know, so maybe we'll just hope to get an answer to this later, perhaps even via chat or whatever. Then we have Miss. So thank you, Miss Kartika. I hope you'll find the vocabulary on Quizlet okay. But let me know if you don't. Then we have Miss Mawar and Miss Intan.
And Mr. Belsing just joining us now.
Yeah. Welcome, Mr. Belsing. Great podcast.
Thank you, Miss.
You're all gonna be famous. You were so good. Oh my gosh. Seriously, so creative, guys. I love that. So Miss Mawar and Miss Intan, are you there?
Miss Mawar and Miss Intan, are you there?
Yes, Miss. Sorry,
Okay.
could you hear our voice?
Now I can, sort of.
I'm blue. Okay, I will go first, Miss. For me, the level of vocabulary is in the middle, so it's not really hard and it's not really easy. So I like it. And sometimes you put some picture to make sure we are more understand about the material, and I like it because it helped me to know more about the material that we learn in the Quizlet. And then maybe you can put some more explanation or the synonym about the word that we just learned, like maybe about the climate or something like that we just learned. So I need more explanation or synonym about that.
Okay,
So
perfect.
far, it's really helped me to know more word. Thank you, Miss.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. That's very helpful. And Miss Intan as well. Are you there with Miss Mawar?
Yes, Miss.
So what about you?
Okay, Miss, I'm gonna tell you about my thought about Quizlet. About the level of difficulty, I think it's fine because I sometimes find this word is easy for me, but sometimes I found this word is really new to me. Like, oh, I've just found out about this word before, or I've forgotten about this word before, but now I can remember the words again because of your Quizlet. So I'm totally fine about the level of difficulty of this Quizlet. But according to Miss Istimewa, she says that she likes really new words like country that nobody knows, really new word that nobody knows before. But I personally think that I prefer a word that we can use in daily conversation. Like people knows about this word, public knows about this word. So if I know that this word is well known or people can use this word in daily conversation, I think it will be easier for me to memorize this word because I can use it as well in daily conversation. Also, I like the Quizlet that you've met, that you put the description into the Quizlet. But little thing that I think is missing is the I think that as a learner that I learn a new words that I find this word is new, I think I need a translation Indonesian translation of this word. Also, how to use this into a sentence. I mean, um, if I know how to use how to use this word in a sentence, and I know how this word is this in Indonesian, so it can be easier for me to memorize these words, and I can, memorize this word into my brain, and it can stick in my brain, and I know how to translate these words in my own way. I think that's enough. Thank you so much, Miss.
Thank you. Yeah, I think you mentioned this in the in your homework as well. Am I right? Was it you? Yeah, I remember someone saying that. Yeah. Okay, yeah, actually, I was about to talk about that as well. So thank you so much. That's so helpful, guys. Seriously, all these detailed, things you're telling me are so helpful to know, what are your needs, basically. Okay, so then we have Mr. Belsink, who just joined. Do you have any feedback on the level of difficulty regarding the vocabulary? Like, is it too easy, okay, too difficult? I don't know. Is it because you weren't here earlier, but Mrs. Timewa said that she would also like to know some common words used in conversations, and for example, just an example about the countries. She would like to know about countries that nobody knows that much, maybe small countries from the world, because she was already familiar with the names of the countries in the set. So that's what we were talking about. So what's your feedback regarding that, regarding the vocabulary and the difficulty. And keep in mind, we were also saying that because we have somewhat of a, we have a curriculum of topics that could be useful. We also talked about the fact that sometimes we have, there are some words that might be particularly useful in a conversation. But I also really appreciate the fact that one might need to feel challenged with new words they don't know, rather than words they already know. So yeah, that's basically a summary of what we said so far. So what's your feedback regarding the vocabulary and Quizlet and stuff like that?
For me, the difficulty is fine for me. It's perfect. And for the vocabulary, I want to know, like, unnecessary is have the synonym like negligible. I want to know about synonym about word. And then yeah, I think I agree with Miss Istimewa. I want to know about common word used for the conversation. I think that's it.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Oh, by the way, did you receive the file on books?
Yes.
Was that helpful?
Yes, that's helpful.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right. All right. Thank you so much. So I think we've heard from everyone except Mr. Iqbal by now. Mr. Iqbal, are you available now?
Yeah.
All right. So have you tried Quizlet yet or not yet?
Yeah, I tried only 2, 3 because I just joined yesterday.
Of course,
So
of course, I know.
Try 3 or 2 quiz and
what do you think about the level?
In my opinion, I totally agree with Miss Mawar said that we need the synonyms and the examples of the word. And also, I think for me, it's common. It's common for me. The word is common for me. So I need much challenging words. I mean, in another level.
Okay. Right. Okay.
In addition, I'm so sorry. I didn't record the podcast directly from the pod
No, it's fine. It was accessible.
because I have some trouble with that. So.
Oh yeah. Don't worry. I could hear it anyway. It was great stuff. So good.
I recorded first and I uploaded with Google Drive and then I uploaded with Padlet.
Yeah, but it was
I'm
accessible.
so sorry.
I could access it anyway, so don't worry. Actually, yeah, one thing regarding Google Drive, when Mr. Harry used Google Drive, I couldn't access it actually because I didn't have the permission to access it. So I think the privacy was limited, so I couldn't access it. But in your case, actually, it was accessible to anyone who had the link. So so I could hear it. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
From me.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Actually, I have another question, but I think you already partially gave me an answer. Basically, it regards context and translation, which some of you already mentioned. So basically, because I was told that on Quizlet it's usually more like by some of you that it's usually more helpful to have directly the translation, because with some games, especially the gravity game, it might be a little bit harder to do it with the description. But I also got the feeling from some of you that having the description in English could also be helpful, and that having like the word put in a sentence, basically in a context, is usually helpful to know how to use it. And those are very good observations, actually. And some of you also said that you might want some synonyms or right here, yeah, how to use it in a sentence and explanations and stuff like that. So what we could do, I mean, you can tell me whether you would prefer me to put the description directly on Quizlet, or whether it's better to put the image and the word in Indonesian on Quizlet and then give you a separate maybe file where I can put some, I don't know, maybe the word in a context or something like that. So I guess the question is, what do you think is better? Would you like me to put the English and the Indonesian translation plus a picture on Quizlet and the rest maybe separately, like some context separately, or would you want me to put the description directly on Quizlet? Like, what's your opinion on that?
For me, put the description directly for me.
Okay.
And
Who else?
I want to try about maybe the description is using English, because I want to get used to English. But it's for me, I don't know for
Okay, what about the others? You can speak freely, and depending on what you say, we can find a compromise that is the best option for everyone. So should I just call you one by one? Miss Mawar and Miss Intan, what do you think?
Miss, for me and Mawar, we prefer Indonesian and English translation.
Okay. All right. Mr. Daud, I know you haven't used Quizlet yet, but do you perhaps have an opinion on whether you would prefer the English definition or the translation in Indonesian? Or not?
Hello, Miss? So can you repeat again, probably Miss Becky?
Mr. Daud?
Oh, Mr. Daud.
David. Yeah. I don't know, maybe there is some technical problem.
Yeah, Mr. Daud, I think the internet connection.
Maybe.
It's unstable.
So I guess Mr. Iqbal? What do you think? Do you think what do you think regarding the translation on Quizlet? Like, would you prefer to have the translation in Indonesian or the definition in English directly there? I mean, I can still provide a separate file.
Uh, I prefer to the definition in English. Yeah,
Okay.
rather because I think we could looking for the meaning of the words in other tongues.
Okay. Okay. Thank you
So
so much.
only the definition in English.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Then we have Miss Istimewa. What do you think?
But I like if there is a picture plus Indonesian meaning and then English description and also the example. I don't know if it's possible or not.
Okay, I think it might not be. I have to check again, but I think it might not be possible to put the example directly on Quizlet, but I can do it separately. I can give you a separate file with all these additional things. But I will look it up. I will try and see what's possible and what's not. Okay, then we have Miss Kartika. You probably haven't tried it, but I don't know. What do you think? Would you prefer to have the Indonesian translation or the English definition? Oh, okay, internet problems.
So silent.
Okay, so Miss Kartika said she's having some internet problems. So I guess we can just move to the next person, and we have Mr. Harry, I think. Yes, Mr. Harry,
Yes.
what do you think?
Of course, I prefer the definition in English plus synonym.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Any other thing to add? Or that's okay.
That's all.
Okay. Thank you so much. Then Miss Arin, I think I haven't asked you yet. Arin?
Okay, maybe in my opinion with the definition in English ya, because apa ya, reset apa ya, add no add a new word, add a new meaning, because I think the English words is so many meanings. That's all, Miss Becky. Thank
True.
you.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, so I guess, can you just give me 2 seconds? I just need to go to the toilet for a moment. Sorry. One moment, I'll be right back, and then I'll tell you the next thing. I'm so sorry, but I can't. How do I stop this? Okay.
So, okay, Miss Becky, go ahead. Okay, so during your waiting time, you can also thinking about the other feedback. Okay, so if Miss Becky get more feedback, so Miss Becky will make a very great lessons in the future. Okay, don't be shy. You just have to, like tell everything that you want to
Okay,
increase your English as well. Okay. Okay. Just back.
Okay. So I guess we're kind of 50-50 on that. I guess like half of you said that you would prefer the Indonesian translation, and half of you said you would prefer the the English definition. So one thing we could do would be to create two different sets on Quizlet, one with the translation and one with the definition, so that you can practice on one of the two, which one fits your needs best. Would that be an option? What do you think? Should I prepare two different sets, one with the Indonesian translation and one with the definition, so that you can choose which one to practice with? What do you think? Should I just call you again one by one? Okay, Mr. Belsing, what do you think?
I prefer the English definition still.
Yeah. No, but like, would, for example, if I were to prepare two sets, one with the translation for the people who want to use the translation, like the translation in Indonesian, and another set with the definition, so that if you want to use that, you can use that. Like you can choose whether to use the translation or the definition. Would that work?
That would be good.
Okay, what about the others? Mr. Harry? Oh, Mr. C? C, banana. Sorry.
I think you just prepare one website, Miss, because it will make you work more.
Oh, don't worry about that.
Because the Indonesian translate, we can use dictionary or something like that. It's not problem for me anytime.
I know, but I still, the fact is that we also all have different learning styles, and that's totally normal. So perhaps a method could work best for one person and work differently for another person. So perhaps, I mean, of course, if it were, I don't know, like 20 people saying one thing and one person saying the other thing, maybe it would be a bit different. It would be a big majority preferring one thing. But in this case, I think it's pretty even. I think half of you prefer one thing and the other half prefers the other thing. So I think it wouldn't be a problem for me to prepare two sets if that would help you more. That could be an option. Like if that will work for you, don't worry about me working more. So I'm more concerned about you finding the best solution for you. So I don't know, what about the others? Miss Arin? What do you think?
Yeah, it's a good advice for you, Miss Becky. You have two options. Yeah, the translate to Indonesian or English. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. What about the others? Mr. David and Mr. Iqbal? What do you think? Would that work for you to be able to choose?
It's for me. I think you will do twice though, but if you don't mind, it's okay.
Okay, all right. Okay, cool. Then I'll try to do that. Mr. David, do you have any opinion on that?
Miss?
Yes?
Intan, Miss. Miss, can't you make just one set? I mean, the Indonesian translation and also the description in English. I mean, if it's just Indonesian translation, you just need a word. It doesn't need, big space for it. So you can put Indonesian translation of the word, a word, and then in the, the below of the translation, you can make the definition, the description of in in English.
Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. I hadn't even thought of that. So you're saying I can prepare just one set in which basically there is the definition first, and then the translation first, and then the definition afterwards. So it's all in one set, but it's easy to just look at one or the other, right?
Yes, yes. Yes.
That's actually a very good idea. I don't know why I wasn't thinking of that. I like to complicate my life, I like to make the easy things more difficult, apparently. So thank you so much. That's actually a very good idea. Yeah, okay, I will do that for sure. And another thing I was thinking about, but Miss Estime was not here any longer. So one thing I was
Miss Istimewa having another class from her uni, I guess. Yeah.
So I hope we can find a solution anyway, because some of you had a similar opinion, so perhaps we can still find a good solution. Regarding you wanting more challenging words, some of you wanting more challenging words. One thing we could do would be to prepare basic sets like the ones we've used so far. So with common words that we normally would need in these topics, right? So basically the way we're doing already, then have a different folder, because I can create different folders on Quizlet. We can have a sort of additional optional folder that you don't have to do if you don't want to, but that if you do want to use, you can try it out to add more, I don't know, challenging vocabulary. And so the first question is, would that be a good idea to add an additional section with more challenging words? That's the first question. And secondly, if you want, you can actually create your own sets. You can add them as well. I put that as an option. If you want, you can actually do it yourself as well. Would you prefer to create, okay, like maybe I will create the basic set so that it's the same for everyone, but if you want some additional sets with more challenging words to practice on, if you want, you can either prepare it yourself, or if you want, I can try and give you myself more challenging words. But keep in mind that you might have different needs from person to person. So you might want to learn different things, different specific things. So I guess this time my question is, first of all, would an additional folder with optional material that is not compulsory, but that you can use if you want to be if you want to try more challenging words, would that folder be useful for you? That's the first question. And secondly, would you prefer to create your own sets in this section, or should I prepare some additional common words? So those are the two questions. I guess I'll just go through you one by one, because we also don't have much time left, like always, because I'm so good at managing time. So Mr. Balsink, what do you think? Mr. Balsink?
Let me see, Mr. Belsing. Still thinking, Miss Becky.
Oh, okay. And then we have Mr.
Sorry?
Oh yeah.
Spelling is here.
My connection just lagging. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I was asking if, first of all, an additional folder with some more challenging material, completely optional, could be a good idea, and whether you would like to add your own sets of words, or whether you would prefer me to prepare some, or both. I mean, whatever is best.
I agree with that, and I wanna. Actually, I have a lot of words that I still don't know, so maybe that's good for me. That will be good for me.
Okay. So would you prefer to prepare your own set, or with specific words, or would you like me to prepare one?
I wanna prepare it my own self.
Okay. All right. So that's just writing it down so that I can remember everything. All right. Then we have Mr. David. I don't know. Do you prefer David or Dowd? I just say Dowd automatically because I read it there. But which one do you prefer? Regarding the name and regarding Quizlet, actually. Perhaps it's hard to think about that if you haven't tried it, though. So that's totally understandable. Would you like to prepare your own set, hypothetically, or would you like me to prepare it? No. Okay. If you I don't know, find an answer, let me know. In the meantime, perhaps I can go to the next person, just because we have limited time. Mr. Iqbal, what do you think?
I prefer to the second one.
Okay,
yeah,
so
we could set up our words because a lot of words we didn't know the definitions before, or maybe it's uncommon. So we could create the set of our vocabulary.
Okay, great. So you prefer to create it yourself, basically. All right. Okay, thank you so much. Mr. Harry, what do you think? Mr. Harry?
Mr. Harry?
Yes, hello?
Yes, hello?
What do you think?
I prefer Miss Becky.
Okay.
Add more vocabulary because I cannot I don't know how to use. I mean, make a folder in Quizlet.
Okay, but I can explain that to you. Like if that's the only problem about how to do it technically, I can make a small tutorial on it, and I can explain that to you if you want. But like, so are you saying you would prefer me to do it just because of this technical problem, or because you actually would like to have, you know, a set prepared by me? Like, would you like to prepare it yourself, but you don't know how to? That's the question, I guess.
I would like Miss Becky prepare it.
Okay. All right. Okay, I can do that. All right. Okay, thank you. Miss Arin said her signal is unstable. If you want, you can type in the chat room as well if you have an opinion on this. In the meantime, we can ask Miss Mawar and Miss Intan. What do you think?
Yes. I still have no idea what you mean by creating creating our own set in a Quizlet.
Okay.
Does it mean that we put our own language into a Quizlet and then we learn it ourselves?
Yeah, okay, so basically, I'll show you here. Okay, so this is Quizlet, right? Here we have the ones I have created. What we can do would be to keep creating folders with the same level of vocabulary as words of the day and sets like that. So sets for everyone. But what we can do would be I would create a different folder in which you can add your own sets. So I'll show you basically the way you create a set. I can also send you a small tutorial, but basically, wait. Where is it? Create. Okay. As an example, you can create a folder. Okay. Sorry, create a set yourself. Basically, it's completely blank, so you can add anything you want. And I should have set the settings in a way that you can add your own sets as well. So basically, you can give it a title and enter the terms, whatever you want. I don't know, whatever. And here you can actually choose the language. It can be, you know, Indonesian, for instance, or the English definition. You can even put multiple choices. And then you can click on the image and it shows you suggestions depending on what you wrote here. So basically you can do it yourself. So that's what I meant. This would be a way to have a general set of words for everyone and an optional folder in which you could use you could put more challenging words if you like, more difficult words if you like. And if you want, you can create it yourself. So the question is, would you like such a thing, such an additional thing, completely optional that you don't have to do, but that if you want, you can use? And secondly, would you prefer me to create an additional set, or would you like to create your own with your own words that you might want and need? So that's the question.
That's the question. That's the question. Guys, can
Miss
you repeat
Mawar,
again? Probably
okay.
they just, you know, like imagine it.
So would you like to have an additional folder with more challenging words? Question number 1. And question number 2, would you prefer to create your own sets in this additional folder?
What do you think? You, Miss Becky, make it for you, or you make your own additional folder?
I prefer you made it.
Okay,
because I think like I can be surprised with the words. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Thank you, Miss.
All right. Okay. Awesome. Miss Arin, if you want, you can type in the chat room with an answer to this, and then I will definitely read it. Okay. So I will definitely take this into account and try to include everything. I did prepare something else. Let me see. What did I write here? Okay. Yeah, that's actually a question I wanted to ask you. And of course, we only have 5 minutes left. Okay. So a question I have regards the feedback I give you. Because I usually try to give you a very detailed feedback, but I have some questions on whether that might be too much sometimes. So my question is, number one, basically, I don't want you to be discouraged by my feedback, because I actually think that you're all super good. To be honest, you're all seriously amazing. But sometimes when I give a feedback, I give you feedback on many details. So I wouldn't want you to be discouraged by that, because I actually think you're doing already super great. So my question is, how do you feel with the feedbacks I give you? Do you feel discouraged, first of all? Secondly, would you like a different kind of feedback, maybe more general with like common things you've said that you might need to focus on, for example? So I guess those are my questions. Like, how do you feel when I give you feedback the way I've done so far? And would you prefer a different kind of feedback in order to feel more, I don't know, confident, and in improving your skills? So I'm just gonna go through each person here very quickly, because oh my gosh, we don't have time. Mr. Balsink, what do you think?
I think your feedback is more encourage me, and I don't think you should change it. It's fit for me,
Okay.
and I feel comfortable with it. Thank you.
All right. Okay, thank you. Mr. Iqbal, what do you think?
In my opinion, feedback is never mind for me. It's good. It's great for me. It's much comfortable for know what I did, what the mistake I did. Yeah. Perhaps you can do it again. Next.
Okay, so it's okay. Sorry, the connection was breaking up a little bit. So you said it's okay? Is that correct?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Mr. Harry, what do you think?
Yes. For me, in tune with other participants, the feedback is comfortable with me.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're
Mr.
welcome.
David. Sorry, I'm going fast because we don't have time. Oh my gosh. Mr. David Dowd, what do you think? I know you've only joined once, so don't worry. Just from your impression. I don't know, we can't hear him. I don't know if he's talking or not.
Hello. Can you hear me?
That's why we couldn't hear him earlier.
Oh.
Because we didn't hear you earlier either. I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, now we can hear you actually.
Yeah. Sorry, my mic is. I feel comfortable with the feedback, and it's okay. I think it's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay, then we have Miss Arin. Can you hear us now, or is it still? Do you still have internet problems? Maybe not.
Yeah,
Okay.
Still,
yeah. Miss Mawar and Miss Intan, what do you think?
I'm really happy with your feedback, Miss, especially about the pronunciation. I think it really helps me learning.
Okay. Thank you so much. Which one of you said that? Like, is it the same for everyone? For both of you, sorry, or just I can't see you.
Intan and Marmes.
Okay, thank you so much.
Amen.
Okay, this meant two things, but I can't remember what I meant the moment I wrote it. So I'm just gonna skip it, I guess. Yeah, no, I guess it was that. That's okay. Okay, I don't know. Do you have any other?
Miss Becky, Miss Arin just send it through chat.
Oh, awesome. You're so sweet, Miss Arin. So sweet. Thank you. Okay. So do you have any other ideas that you would like me to, introduce in the lessons? Any other? Also, like, for example, I know sometimes I give you a little bit of unusual tasks. Like, for example, the podcast one. I know it's unusual, but I also think you're amazing students and you're amazing people, and I think that you're very creative as well, and I can see you can do so many awesome things that, I like to add some challenging tasks, because I know you can do it because you're so good, and I know you, even though it might be uncomfortable sometimes, when something is uncomfortable, it usually means that you're trying something new, and then you're growing, right? You're improving something. So I know that sometimes some things might be odd, but that was the idea behind it. But of course, if you feel particularly uncomfortable with some things, do let me know. Even right now, you can tell me your, last feedback on, what we've done so far, and on things you would like to include, or some ways that could engage you more. So this is the moment to say that, basically. So any additional thing?
No, for me.
Oh, I think it's enough.
Okay. The others?
Oh, I think it's enough.
Okay. Nothing else?
No
Okay.
miss from Miss Arin, no Miss
Starting,
Becky.
yeah,
That's
seen
all.
that. Okay. So I guess those were the main things I wanted to hear from you. I wanted to close this on a learning tip note, and the learning tip of today regards the difference between a fixed and a growth mindset. So the fixed mindset, a fixed mindset thinks that all our qualities are, let's say, static, and they are, carved in stone, as they say. So a person with a fixed mindset might think that don't worry, Mr. Balsink. A person with a fixed mindset might think that qualities and abilities are things we are born with and that can never change. If someone is bad at something at the beginning, they will always be bad. And if they're good, they will always be good. Whereas a growth mindset tries to focus on the fact that our basic qualities and abilities are all things we can actually cultivate and improve through effort. So basically, we are all born from different backgrounds, different countries, different situations, but the main message is that we can all work on ourselves, and we can all improve. So nothing is fixed. With effort comes change, you know. So basically, also when you have setbacks, if you have a growth mindset, you take setbacks as just a setback, not a failure, you know. If you see things in a fixed way, you might think that when you make a mistake, you're a failure. You know, sometimes it happened to me as well. Like, I might have thought, oh yeah, like I didn't do this thing perfectly, so you know, I'm a failure or something like that. So like the message today is to try and think in a growth-based mindset. So think that with effort, you can achieve anything. You can just learn new things and improve yourselves in anything in life. And I would like you to keep this in mind in everything in your life, and in learning especially, because that's even more relevant there. So yeah, basically I just wanted to finish on this note. And that's everything actually.
Okay, it's really nice to having a very great feedback, and it's all positive, right, Miss Becky? So
Yes.
we all learn about the things that we have to do next, yeah. And it's really nice for you because you are so honest, yeah. All of you, it's so honest, and it's so meaningful for us, right, Miss Becky? So I hope in the future, next week, yeah, next week, right? Today is Wednesday. Yeah, next week, Miss Becky, we're gonna give you very great lessons, okay? On Monday. Yeah, don't miss it.
And thank you so much for all the feedback. I will try to include everything. And I will give you a couple of tasks. Don't worry, I'll try not to make it too boring. And I will give them to Miss Putri, so that you can, you know, take care of that. And please, if you can, try and do them, because that way we can include them in, because I have an idea about our next lesson, and I would like to include the task I'm going to give you. So yeah, that's it.
That's it. Okay, thank you very much. Miss Becky also need to have a good rest, yeah, today. Okay.
You too.
Yeah. Both of us cannot sleep well, okay? So okay, so thank you very much for all of you. Your feedback, it's so good. We are happy, you are happy because you already gave all of the feedback. And thank you very much for today. I hope you enjoy this class, yeah, during your feedback time. Okay, thank you very much, and see you next week, and have a good rest for you all. Have a good day, Miss Becky. Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, Miss. Thank
Thank
you so much.
you. Yeah, thank you. Bye.
See you.